Welcome back, you beautiful people. Today I'm going to show you the #1 upgrade for your Fender Player Series Stratocaster. Let's get into it. Okay, welcome back, you beautiful people. Now, like I said in the intro, I'm going to show you today the #1 upgrade for Fender Player Series Stratocaster. And what we're going to do is we're going to be changing the machine heads. Okay, so we're going to be putting a set of Fender locking tuners on because this holds much more tuning stability and gives it more sustain. So it has a couple of really good important, benefits to it. So also, I'm going to show you how to fit them so you have the confidence to do this yourself, because it's actually a really easy job. But also, it makes changing strings much faster as well, and I'll be explaining that in the video as well. Let's get into it. Okay, like I said in the intro, it's actually a dead simple job this. All you need is just one 10mm spanner, just to undo the old nuts on the tuners, just to remove those, and then once you've got them off, you can then just push in the new ones and do the nuts up. So I'm going to show you this real time. So I'm going to just start off by undoing the strings, taking the tension off, and taking these strings out, because you obviously got to take them off first as first job. Remove the strings out of the way. Now I'm going to be reusing these strings, which I don't recommend to do normally. However, I've got another video that I'm about to film as well, which I'm going to require new strings for that as well. So there's no point changing two sets of strings in one go. So waste and all that nowadays. We don't want to be wasting too much, do we? So I'm just going to be sensible with this. So I'm just going to quickly speed this up while I'm taking these strings off, and I'll be back in a mo. Here we go. Okay, so now we've got all the 6 strings off, we can now start looking at removing these existing tuners. So all I'm going to do is just put the ring end of the spanner on and just turn them anti-clockwise, just to take the tension off them, and then just remove them by hand. So just literally just spin it off until it just lifts off the nut with the cap, all integral. And there's a little washer on top there which will come off when I just push this through, and there we have it. So it's actually got the 2 prongs on here, as you can hopefully see. Just in there, there's 2-prong style on these Mexicans nowadays on the Player Series. And there's the washer. So I'm just going to keep all those together. You don't want to be losing these parts in case you want to put them back at any point. So I'm just going to put them back on and just do that up lightly so they can all stay together. And then we'll do the next one and just carry on through the row, and then I should be showing you how to get the new ones on. So like I said, we'll just undo the nut, take the tension off the nut, anti-clockwise, spin it off with your fingers, and it's as simple as that. There we go, look, so that was about to come, there we go. Push that through, pops out, and the washer's gone as well, there we go. Okay, so I'm just going to finish this off fast time. I'll fast forward this bit, I'll be back to you in a moment. Okay, so as you can see, I've now got all the existing tuners off, but there's a few little ring marks, just minor little dirt marks underneath where the washers were. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just give that a wipe down with a cloth and just clean it front and back, just so it's all fresh, ready to put the new ones on. So I'm just going to do that now. Here we go. Okay, as of today, we're halfway to the magic 1,000 subscribers to be able to give away this Black Star amplifier to one of you lucky subscribers. So what you got to do, if you're new to the channel, click subscribe, click like, and then you'll be in with a shout when I hit 1,000 subscribers to win the free Black Star amplifier. Click that button. There we go, all shiny, ready to go. I put the new lock and tuners in. Okay, so as you can see where those 2-prong pins just push in. It's just to align them and hold them in position as you're doing the nut up, basically. Okay, so now we're ready to put these Fender locking tuners on, the genuine parts, genuine Fender ones. Now they actually are the same as the ones that go on the Ultra, I believe. So yeah, so let's get these bad boys on. Okay, so we're ready to get these Fender locking tuners on. Now, as you see, hopefully, from the way I've laid them out, you can see that 3 of them have got longer posts. These 3 have got longer posts, and these 3 have shorter posts. Now the shorter posts go on the higher string end, and the longer posts come on the E, A and D strings here. Okay, now the reason is for the break angle of the string across the nut, so it keeps it at the right angle in conjunction with the string tree with these 3 lower ones. Okay, so that's why we have to have different ones per end, because of the way that they design the headstock. When you do things like, when you have things like a Gibson Les Paul or a PRS, because they've got 3 either side, the maximum distance for the strings isn't far enough to worry about having 3 lower ones compared to 3 higher ones. So it's just different designs, different systems, but it's worth noting where the longer ones go. Okay, so the longer ones go on the E, A and D strings this end, the shorter ones go on the G, B and E. Okay, so I'm going to get this first one in. Like I said before, we've got these 2 prongs, so we have to line that up on the back when you push it through and get it into those holes. That went straight in there. Yeah, perfect. So now what I can do is take the nut this side, if I can get them out of here. Come on. Oh, they don't want to come out now, look. Typical, get it on camera, they don't want to escape from the box. And this one does not want to come out. There we go. Okay, so we've got all the parts we need there now, so I'm going to get this one straight onto that tuner, lock and tuner that I put in already. Get the sleeve in, spin it on by hand, always spin it on by hand in case you cross thread it. You don't want to be doing this and forcing it on when it's wrong. So feel your way with this. Okay, it's definitely not worth the risk. Okay, so just get it finger tight, make sure it's nice and snug, and then move on to the next one. So let's get this in, feel for the prongs going in the holes, and then get the nut on and spin it in by hand. Okay, so like I say, don't over tension any of these, you don't want to be crushing anything. Alright, so that's the first 2 of the long ones in. Let's get the third one in. Always make sure those 2 prongs go in the holes, and then get the next nut on. There we go. Get the sleeve in with the washer underneath, make sure every part is there, and do it up finger tight. Okay, so let's get the shorter ones in. It's actually a really quick job, like I was saying. It's actually not a bad thing to do yourself. There's no point taking this to a technician or luthier or anything. Really, you can just, it's just literally one nut, you know, and the prongs mean that they align by themselves, so it's really a simple job. It's definitely a home job, this one. Okay, for most people. I can't see anyone need to send this off to do this. But yeah, so let's get these in, nearly done. Number 5 is going in. Okay, and now for number 6, the final one. Let's get this in, get the feel and prongs in there, get the nut on, sleeve in. And there we have it. So I'm just going to check on the back, make sure they're all nice and snug on the back. Yeah, they're all looking good. They're all looking fine on there. So what I'm now going to do is we're going to nip them up with the 10mm spanner. Not over tight, just nice and gentle, but enough just to hold them in position. You don't want to be breaking anything doing this. There's just no need for over tension in these. I'm just going to check that one again, that was a bit iffy. Yeah, that one's good. That one's nice and snug. That one's nice and snug now. I think I need a new spanner. That one's still spinning, that's good. That's snug. Okay. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Nice and snug. Last one. There we go. Okay, so that's all 6 in place now, all ready to go, ready to restring. So it's just that simple a job. So you just spin these out on the back here, spin all 6 out so that they're not pushing through that post hole. And then when you put the string through, pull it tight, nip it up with these spinners, and then tune it up. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to do that now. We'll start on the first string. Let's go. Okay, so now we've got these lock and tuners fully installed and the strings are up to tension. Just going to snip the excess off and just tidy this up so it's a lot neater. Going as close as I can so it's nice and safe. So the fingers don't get stabbed because it really hurts, as you probably found out at some point. Because they're little gits, these string ends. But these are really going to set this guitar alight. They do make a big difference, these lock and tuners. I noticed it on a few of my guitars. So there we have it. So the Fender head, the Player Series Stratocaster with lock and tuners on there. Okay, just got to stick that last little circle on, the one that fell off. For some reason the glue just gave up, so I'll stick that in there after this video. So there we go. So that's as easy as it is. It's just a simple little job. Don't be scared of doing this. Like I say, it's just a 10mm spanner. Spin the nut off, pop it out, pop the new one in, 10mm spanner, nip it up, string it up. And then these strings are going to be easier to change, going to sustain for longer, and they also make it have that little bit more magic fairy dust of tone, maybe. You never know. Okay, so that's that for this one. One last thing I recommend doing is holding on to the original tuners. Just in case you ever decide to change guitar, then you've got your lock and tuners you can take to your new guitar, can't you? So keep the old ones, keep them safe. Maybe use the original box of the lock and tuners and look after those, and then you've got them available to reinstall if you want a floggy guitar, and then move on to a new one, and then take the lock and tuners with you. There we are, sorted. Top tip there. I'll give you that one for free. Okay, there you have it, folks. My #1 tip for improving the Fender Player Series Stratocaster locking tuners. Get them ordered. They're only about £60, which might sound a lot, but you'll be surprised at the difference they can really make to your guitar. Okay, so remember, you only need one 10mm spanner to change these. It's the easiest job in the world. Okay, so don't be shy. Be brave, have a little go yourself. If you enjoyed this video, please click like and subscribe for more guitar loveliness. And don't forget, as soon as I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to be in with a shout for winning that Black Star amp. So don't be scared of pressing that big button. Subscribe. See you later. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.